Hi, this is James Paul White, and I am super excited. The reason is that earlier this year I took this Galaxy A51 and I said, I want a phone that's 5G capable. So I went to my Sprint store, which is now part of T-Mobile, and I got the phone that I'm recording with, which is my A71. It was the cheapest phone they had at the time that was 5G capable. And so I had this phone. It was kind of a backup phone in case this one got broken. Then they sent me an email and said, hey, we'll give you a free line if you bring your own phone. Well, I already had this phone. So this phone, instead of being the spare, is now the ministry phone. Dun, da, da. So if you are watching this video and you are interested in having me come and speak at your church, you can call me 816-200-4954. That's 816-200-4954. And the cool thing is, I now have an actual ministry phone and a cool story to tell you. Really, another exercise of James 1:19, where the Bible says, be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. Because while I was waiting in line to activate this phone, there was a gentleman in the store that was very angry. He wanted to upgrade his phone, and yet he had only had his current phone for 6 months. And so therefore he was going to have to pay more on that. Then it's a long story. My understanding was that what he was promised over the phone was not actually something that the guy in the store could do. And so the person who was running the store was trying to deal with this angry customer. I stepped as far away physically as I possibly could, and I'm sitting there with my A71. I'm watching YouTube TV. I was watching one of the football games, and I just did not want to engage with this person because he was so angry and so just ticked off. And so finally, this other person, he gets on the phone with a customer service rep on the counter. The phone's on the counter. The store manager waves to me. I come up. I explain to him what I want. He says, well, you're going to have to pay the sales tax on this. And I was like, well, fine. How much is it? And he's like, oh, it's around $30. It's like, okay, that's fine. And so I just watched my game. The guy starts talking to me, and I'm like, well, I just kind of small talked with him, but I really didn't engage with him that much, just because I did not want to. What's the best way to say it? I didn't want to take on that energy. I just wanted to stay calm, cool, and collected, and try to be a good example. Even though I was having to wait quite a while because of this other person being in the store. The manager's trying to deal with him. I'm having to wait because he's there. So I just watched the game, chilled out, relaxed, and I didn't react. That's the number one thing. I believe beyond a shadow of a doubt, one of the tricks the enemy tries to use against us is to get us to react to what other people are doing. When someone cuts up in front of you in traffic, or they walk in front of you at the grocery store. And believe me, I was at the grocery store earlier, and there were people everywhere. And the majority of them had masks on. I'll give them credit for that. But it's just, people are so wrapped up in their own little world that they don't pay attention to how their actions affect others. And it's so sad. So, when I was at the phone store today, I managed to stay calm, engage with this gentleman in some small talk, and ultimately he did calm down. I think between myself and the manager and us not reacting to his anger, ultimately he got off the phone with the customer rep. I mean, he kept threatening. He's like, well, if I can't get what I want, I'll go to Verizon. And he basically was trying to get the store rep to give him more. And they just weren't going to do it because he owed money on the phone he had. It was not paid off. So, bottom line is, don't react to negative people. Don't react to people who are combustible. Don't take in that energy. Stay calm, stay cool, stay collected. Remember that you're a child of God if you're a Christian. And stay focused on the task at hand. For me, today, my number one goal was to get this phone activated. It is. And so now, if you're interested in having me come and talk, 816-200-4954. I don't have an office or a executive assistant yet. God willing, one day I will. But for now, at least, there's a way you can get in touch with me without you having to call my personal number. So I hope you have a great weekend. Take care and God bless. Bye.